Before we get...
Well, Kevin, and
thanks, David. Tonight, Greg, two teams with a lot of history that know each other very, very well.
And sometimes familiarity breeds contempt.
Yeah.
And that goes for the players, coaches, and fans. This one might get heated.
I'm sure you felt that way many times when you play.
Almost every time I took the floor.
Good.
You literally want to dislike your opponent.
Here are the starters for Los Angeles. Green and LeBron at the 2 and the 3. JaVale McGee is out there with Davis, and it's Bradley in at the 1 spot. And for the Rockets, Westbrook and Harden, the dynamite pair. They're the backcourt. Robert Covington out there with P.J. Tucker, and it's House in at the small forward.
You know, when you're guarding Tucker, you've got to account for his jump shot. I mean, if you don't, he'll bite you.
Left side, Davis. He drains the quick shot.
Poor design there defensively. They know he's a knockdown shooter from that spot.
And you do not want to let him get going early because that can get you cooked.
Westbrook passes to Covington, and the shot is good.
Yep, Westbrook seems to have a sixth sense for those kinds of openings. Knows exactly where the gap is and finds his teammate perfect.
And after over a decade with the Thunder, last season, Russell Westbrook starting fresh with the Rockets, a superstar pairing with longtime friend James Harden.
Green offline from the top of the key. Rockets are gone 2 or 3 here to start out the game. Westbrook feeling it out a bit. Dishes to Covington. He kicks to House. And another 3 for Houston. And Greg, there were some legitimate questions about Harden and Westbrook and how they would play together. Westbrook not the floor spacer they looked to put around Harden.
And that preceded their moves at the trade deadline. I mean, committing to small ball. Westbrook, the lone non-shooter from distance, unlocked, though, to attack the paint.
Now, here's Westbrook, holding the miss by Avery Bradley for 3. Green with the rebound. Bradley passes to LeBron and finished off by LeBron.
You got to keep this guy away from the basket. I mean, that's about as easy as it gets for LeBron.
Now Westbrook. Here in the first, just under 2.5 minutes played so far. House dishes to Westbrook. 6 on the shot clock. Harden, no good.
Tell you what, the defense was lucky there. I mean, leave him that open from range, he'll typically knock it down.
Here's Westbrook. Another miss by Houston.
The defense made an impact right there. Definitely got him uncomfortable going up with it.
And the Lakers turn it over again.
Not sure what he was thinking about with that pass. Just sailed it right out of bounds.
Eric Gordon, he's checked in for Daniel House. And then for the Lakers, Howard's checked in for JaVale McGee. Rajon Rondo subbed in for Bradley. And now the first timeout called here for the Rockets.
Well, you know, I did not think I'd ever see a player equal Oscar Robertson's triple-double average for a season, which the Big O did back in '62. Then along came Russell Westbrook. Another level. Did it for 3 straight seasons, making an indelible mark in the history books.
And the basket by Gordon.
You know, Gordon has always been a guy who could knock down the 3, and his attempts increased significantly, though, when he headed to Houston, and he is rock solid from deep.
And last season, Westbrook passing the great Magic Johnson for 2nd all-time in career triple-doubles. Does he catch Oscar Robertson with 181?
I think he does, Greg. I think he's got a chance anyway, I should say that. Just to be in the conversation speaks volumes to all you need to know about Russell Westbrook's greatness.
And the Lakers making a change here. Caldwell Pope checked in. And here's Gordon from outside. It's hauled in by Los Angeles. Lobbed up there for Howard.
And I'll tell you what, guys, I think that's the best part of James's game. And he's got a lot of good parts, but his vision is otherworldly.
Just under 3.5 minutes gone here in the first quarter. Westbrook kicks to Harden. And that comes off the assist by Russell Westbrook. Westbrook's got 3 assists tonight.
And they don't want to get in a habit of giving him open looks from 3. First quarter still, but not who you want to leave open.
Well, you know, Rondo's a multi-time league assist leader. If you're open, he's getting you the rock.
Rockets leading by 4. Here is Harden. Over Caldwell Pope. Harden's shot is good. Harden's got 5.
Buckets, but he should have just gone straight up with it instead of trying to fade away.
Seems to have a knack for hitting guys in their spots. His vision, excellent.
There's a minute 47 left here in the opening quarter. Westbrook with it. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. And here's Covington from the arc. Westbrook against Rondo. Davis, the pass to Rondo. Here's Howard. Whistle blows. Bucket is good. And he'll have a chance at the line to make it a 3-point play.
Nice job of concentrating on the basket that time by Howard. He knew he was going to get hit, but kept his eyes on the basket.
Houston with a big group substitution here. Green, he's checked in for P.J. Tucker. Damari Carroll comes in for Robert Covington. McLemore's checked in for James Harden. And it's Rivers in for Russell Westbrook. The Lakers also making some changes. Morris is checked in for Davis. Kyle Kuzma comes in for LeBron. And it's Alex Caruso in for Rajon Rondo. Now here's Gordon. Passes to Green. Inside. He's looking for Carroll and finds him. Kuzma with the defensive effort.
Yeah, he just flat out tricked that one, missed it, and has no one to blame.
Oh, the power on that throwdown.
Boy, I love whenever Howard leaks out in transition. He's a big, easy target to find in these situations.
Now here's McLemore. He's guarded by Caldwell Pope. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Kyle Kuzma. That is his first foul of the game. The Rockets shooting their first free throw of the game here.
And the former Hoya Green, a rangy forward who can both score and defend from all areas of the floor.
There's 53 seconds left here in the first quarter. It's good from long range.
And really the defense not organized on that inbounds play. And boy, do they pay the price with the triple.
Morris with the bucket.
And they keep hammering away at him inside, forcing the ball into the paint.
Outside, Green. Off target with his 3. The Lakers trail. Goes up. And it's Howard finishing it off.
Really, really hard to keep Howard out of the paint. I mean, once he gets the position he wants, he's going to look to throw it down.
7-second difference, shot and game clock. Carroll passes to McLemore. The feed to Green. And it's sent back by Howard. With some arc, 5 to shoot. He had a nice open look right there. Green's got his second bucket tonight.
You know, he almost pulled the trigger on that possession, but recognized that there was a better option. That's what we mean by playing for your teammates.
Here's Howard, and he floats in for the easy 2. Credit the assist on that one.
So hard to corral Howard. I mean, even when you try to rough him up and get physical with him, he still just is able to.
Tie game and some big points being put up on the board. Clark, as we wrap up the first. Stay with us as we get set to bring you the second quarter right after this.
Yeah, that's the goal. That's the goal, of course.
Giving their offense another dynamic.
And it also helps him preserve some energy for those big moments in the big game.
And getting going again here in the second quarter. Fairly close game so far. And looking at what we've seen from Houston, what do you guys think?
Just stretching out the floor in that first. They had the defense scrambling.
And you know what? That's what happens when you establish your three-point game early. Puts the defense right up against it.
McLemore is out there with Rivers. Then there's Gordon. Then it's Damari Carroll. And it's Green in at the center position. That's the group starting the second quarter for the Rockets. Rivers against Kuzma. Rivers kicks to McLemore. Pass to Green. Elbow shot is on the way. They get a hand on it. Oh, trying for it. Out of bounds, the Lakers will take possession. Houston making a switch here. House is checked in, and then for Los Angeles, JaVale McGee's checked in for Howard. And it's Green in for Alex Caruso. And again, no good by the Lakers. Houston's gone to the three-pointer 11 times tonight and nailed 5 of them. It's stolen by Bradley. Here's McGee, and the slam dunk by McGee.
You know, all McGee needs, guys, is good positioning. Once he has that, dunking the ball is elementary.
Knocks it loose. Here's Bradley. It's good. He scores. That's his first basket after missing his first 2 attempts. Now 1 for 3.
And it's coming easy for them right now. 5 baskets in a row in the paint.
And I say, hey, if it keeps working, go to it. Stay with it. I mean, until the defense responds and provides more resistance, keep making them pay.
The importance of the three-point shot never greater than right now. And in your eyes, there are some players who are just absolutely dead, solid, perfect from distance.
No doubt about it. And you know, there's 3 guys to me, though, that kind of separate themselves. And it's one, because you have to honor their ability equally off the dribble from 3 and at attacking the paint. Steph Curry, James Harden, and Damian Lillard. Those 3 guys can all hit pull-ups and step-backs from range off the dribble. They all got great vision, you know, so they can take advantage of defenses that get caught loading a little too much. And then they also are terrific in the paint at getting to the free throw line. So those are the 3 guys I think that create the most havoc when you start talking about having a guard the three-point line.
And on our sideline, our reporter, David Aldridge.
Well, guys, we all know that there are some people who dislike James Harden's style of play. They're bored watching him shoot free throws. He said, I see how teams guard me and find ways to exploit it. I just outthink the game, and I'm faulted for it. Kevin, that may be, but it's hard to argue with the results. Back to you.
You're right, one of the top scorers in league history, David. Thanks for that report.
And the mid-range game of Harden, excellent. An offensive genius, really. I mean, knows exactly where to get the looks that he wants.
Outside Rondo. Back to James. The 3. Westbrook pulls it in. Westbrook's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight.
And last season, we got to see what an effective playmaker LeBron James can be. The assist numbers through the roof, career high for him at the age of 35.
Absolutely remarkable. And Greg, when I first saw him in high school in northeastern Ohio, I thought his passing was his greatest attribute. And that was after just seeing him play one time. And he's shown that throughout his career. Took on full ball handling responsibilities with the Lakers last year and showed you what he can do. He is a gifted passer and an extremely versatile player.
Kentavious Caldwell-Pope, he's checked in for Danny Green. Free throw, no good for LeBron.
And for everything that Anthony Davis does on the floor, you can't forget about his defense. Still an elite level defender, guards multiple positions and turns away a number of shots.
And Rondo sends it back.
Oh, you forget sometimes how much of an impact Rondo can have defensively. They're showing off some superb vertical as he goes up for the block.
House kicks to Westbrook. Westbrook double team. It's Covington on the wing. On the wing, Harden. Back to Covington. The shot from 20 feet away. Outside, House. And another 3 for Houston. And Davis gets a lot of blocks without getting in foul trouble. About a 1-to-1 ratio for him in his career.
Incredible. And he's done a great job of learning how to go straight up, playing vertical. Gets blocks, but doesn't get pulled out of position. Does everything you want from a defensive anchor.
And so Westbrook will bring it up for the Rockets. Harden outside. Three-pointer. That shot off. And the Lakers will go the other way with it. And it's Rondo in the corner. Lakers working the ball around now. Here's McGee. Here's Davis. Makes no mistake on the open jump shot. Davis has got the game tied up here for Los Angeles.
Hey, when Anthony Davis is knocking down Jays like this, it opens up his entire game. Forces defenders to pick their poison.
Gordon's checked in for the Rockets. And then for Los Angeles, Howard comes in for JaVale McGee. And it's Alex Caruso in for LeBron. Harden outside. Rondo against Westbrook. Oh, and the jam by Westbrook.
Man, I tell you what, one of the things I love about Westbrook is the ferocity with which he attacks the rack. When he's driving inside, he's trying to punish the defender and the basket.
Covington with the steal. And it's the Rockets on the break. And Harden gets it to go in on the assist by Gordon. Harden's got 9.
And when they've gone to him, he has come through big time. You got to keep getting him touches.
High post, Davis. Caldwell Pope against Gordon. Stolen by Tucker. And here comes Harden, leading the fast break. And the dunk by Westbrook.
You know, Harden will burn you when you overcommit and leave guys open. He's excellent at sensing when you're out of position.
And they've gotten away from the inside game this quarter. It was working well for them in the first. They should get back to that game plan. Work it inside and punish the D down low.
Looking at who's out there now for the Rockets. Jeff Green, he's checked in for P.J. Tucker. Damari Carroll comes in for Robert Covington. And McLemore, he's checked in for James Harden. And it's Austin Rivers in for Russell Westbrook. 26 seconds left to play here in the half. Green.
And he got off to a nice start, but has slowed down here in the second quarter. Well, you know, they're in the lead, but he's still been frustrated from an offensive standpoint.
A nice shot by Rivers. Rivers has got the lead up to 6 now for the Rockets.
Boy, a little burst of speed gets Gordon the steal, and then seconds later, he's got the break started.
Here's Davis. And so it's Houston with their lead standing at 6.
Thanks, Kevin. AD.
All right, thank you, David. And folks, don't go away. After the break, we'll see you right back here for the start of quarter number 3.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, folks, can't tell you how much it means to us to have you back with us on the halftime show on 2K Sports. Ernie Johnson, Kenny the Jet Smith. Houston found themselves in a close game in the first. The period wrapped up with the teams on level ground and the score tied. They had the upper hand in the second quarter. They've got a 9-point lead, and the third quarter probably can't get here fast enough for them. Kenny, what'd you think about the Rockets?
Well, the three-point shooting was the key thus far. When you're knocking down those shots from the perimeter, it really spreads the floor. You demand respect from the defense. We'll see if they can keep it flowing in the second half.
Shaq, what was your takeaway on the Lakers?
They ran their offense very well in the first half. There were almost no forced shots. It was good, smart basketball. The motion in their offense.
And that.
Second half of basketball upon us. We may be in for an exciting finish based on how close of a game it's been so far. We have seen an exceptional performance from Dwight Howard.
The way he was able to finish on the block was incredible there in that first half.
Yeah, you know what? I think he's doing exactly what he has to do. Using his body, shaking off contact, and then finishing at the rim.
So the Lakers 5 right now. LeBron and Davis, the incredible forward pair. Bradley is out there with Green, and it's McGee in at the center. It's Covington on the wing. Gets the three-pointer to fall. Covington's got it going here in the start of the second half. The first points in the third quarter for the Rockets. Here's Bradley. Whistle blows. Basket is good. So a chance here for a three-point play.
It's a great move, and he catches the defense completely off guard.
Yeah, if that's a harbinger of things to come, he's looking at having a very big second half.
Greg, you were a physical, defensive-minded player. What are your thoughts on how closely the game is called now as opposed to when you played?
It is, Kevin, and yeah, some people like the physicality of the era I played in, but, you know, I like the beauty of the game with the spacing and the freedom of movement, and I think that's one reason why you see so much switching. It's hard to fight through screens without fouling, and ball handlers have become experts at drawing contact, even if it's, you know, incidental, and I think that's just an area where the game has changed so much that that ability to play in space is so vital.
And that's his style right now. That's his game. He plays it as well as anyone. And when we get to crunch time, that's when he's at his best.
Houston leading by 4. Pass to House. Bounce pass from Westbrook. 18 feet out. Again, the Rockets score.
So far, so good to begin this half. They're 3 for 3. Perfect.
And the pass to James. Feeds to Davis. An easy 2 points on the layup. Davis has got 10.
Everything going to plan here to start the third. 80% shooting thus far.
To the inside, Covington. And the dunk by Covington.
You know, in addition to being a fantastic shooter, Covington is also an incredible athlete. Somebody who looks to drop the hammer when he's free near the hoop.
And the Lakers with some changes. Markieff Morris is checked in for JaVale McGee. And Kyle Kuzma is subbed in for Anthony Davis. Morris finds Green, drills the three-pointer.
And he found the perfect spot behind the arc there. Big gap in the D.
And you talk about the perfect veteran wing player. Danny Green's right at the top of that list. Solid defense, good shooter, and plays within himself.
But only the first miss of the second half. They've come out here with authority.
And it's all evened up. Green's got a pair of threes now here in the third for the Lakers.
And Green is a world-class sniper, laser, an excellent shooter. Great at getting his puppy set on these shots from deep.
Westbrook against Bradley. Shot clock at 6. On the wing, Harden. Over Green. Green with the block.
Excellent defender is Danny Green. He's instinctual, and he's got great court awareness defensively.
Here's Harden. And that comes off the assist by Russell Westbrook. 11 points in the game.
How about that wonderful floater he has, showing off an exquisite touch.
Morris passes to LeBron. And here's Bradley from 3. And again, it's the Lakers from deep. And Greg, the experiences that Danny Green has had over the course of his terrific career, it's hard to match.
I mean, he's won multiple titles in his career, done so in different places with different types of teams. He's seen it all and knows what it takes to succeed.
Well, that's why they're in front. Aggressive play at both ends. Nicely done.
Now a timeout called by Houston.
And the lack of rim protection, top of the list.
Yeah, you know, just look at the numbers, guys. I mean, they are being taken to the woodshed in the paint.
Houston, a whole new 5 on the floor. The Lakers also making some changes. Howard's checked in for Morris. Caldwell Pope comes in for James. And it's Alex Caruso in for Bradley.
Boy, I tell you what a well-designed play, executed beautifully, too.
Here's Kuzma. Green with the rebound. And there's the call on Howard. That's his first foul. And so Green will bring it up for Houston. Gordon deciding where to go with it. Green left side. Over Howard. And it's Green missing.
That's a shot he's got to hit. You don't get many looks better from that range.
They blow the whistle just as he gets it off. That's 2 points with a chance for another one at the stripe. And guys, what do you think about the offensive approach we've seen so far for Los Angeles?
I thought we might see the defense adjust at halftime to slow the break, but that has not been the case.
Another factor here tonight has been the amount of points they've scored off turnovers.
Lakers leading by 3. Here's Here's Caldwell Pope. Carroll with the rebound. Carroll's got his 5th rebound in this one. And there's the call on Howard. That's foul number 2 for him. Houston's gone 1 of 2 from beyond the arc since coming out of the break. Now here's Rivers. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
And with the offense getting right to the rim, at least they saved the layup.
Old school D right there, just telling them no easy layups. It's as simple as that. And that's what you expect from them.
1:19 left in the 3rd quarter. Caruso, the pass to Kuzma, takes the elbow jumper and drains it. Kuzma's got his 2nd bucket of the night.
Boy, Kuzma's such an impressive player, able to dial it in from these in-between spots with relative ease.
Now here's Rivers. He's guarded closely. And it's sent back by Howard. And here we go. Fast break. Kuzma's got it. And Kuzma slams it in.
You got to keep Kuzma in front of you, especially in transition. Once he gets behind you, it's done.
A chance at a 2-for-1 if they want it.
If I'm them, I try it.
And they double up Gordon. Passes it to Green. He feeds it to McLemore. Shot clock at 5. Carroll. Green breaking loose. Good on that shot. And with that, the Los Angeles lead is cut down to 4 on the bucket from Carroll. Caruso, the pass to Green. Caldwell Pope finds Green. Lakers working the ball around now. Here's Caruso. Lays it up and banks it in. Caruso's got the lead back up to 6 now for Los Angeles. Outside Gordon. Fires the 3. And he got that one up in time, but doesn't go in. The points coming in bunches as we wrap up the 3rd quarter. It's been a good one. Lakers on top. They're up by 6. And we're coming right back. Be sure to stay with us as we get started for the 4th quarter. And it's time now to bring you our State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, an easy choice tonight. Look at the precision on this pass. Put it on a platter for him.
Served him up a tasty room service dime right there, boy.
And I know I speak for all of us when I say I can't wait to see what kind of finish awaits us here in the 4th quarter. Okay, now let's reset our lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go for this 4th quarter. So on the floor for Houston, P.J. Tucker is out there with Damari Carroll. And there's Gordon. Then there's Russell Westbrook. And it's McLemore at the small forward position. Here's McGee, and the slam dunk by McGee.
And he just dangles from the bucket after sending that one through.
And you can see which team has the swagger right now.
Well, you know what? You don't want to do too much to get an opponent riled up. You got to be mindful of that.
Rondo against Westbrook. Double team on Westbrook. Now here's McLemore outside. That's good, and so Westbrook comes up with the assist. Westbrook's got assist number 9 now. Wow, what an effort here tonight. Stolen by Tucker to tie it up. The bucket is good. He'll have a chance for one more. It's on Rajon Rondo.
Boy, you watch Westbrook play, and he seems like he's relentlessly hungry and borderline angry. He never settles, always in full attack mode.
Robert Covington's checked in for the Rockets. Harden comes in for Ben McLemore. LeBron's checked in for the Lakers. Avery Bradley comes in for Alex Caruso. Rondo kicks to McGee. Back to Rondo. There's the dish to James. No good on the triple. Houston's gone 2 for 2 from three-point land to start the 4th quarter. Pass to Tucker. Gordon with no one around, and the 3 off target.
You know, even though they're on top in this one, you'd like him to be better out there because he's capable of being better. It sure would make things a lot easier, too.
Puts it up from 12, and Westbrook gets it to go. Westbrook's got 5 points now this quarter.
Westbrook has really honed his ball handling skills, so now he's able to create very well off the dribble.
Boy, right down to the wire here. Still anyone's ball game.
Yeah, and after all the energy both sides have expended, both teams still hungry for the win.
Here's Tucker. Off target from three-point range.
And they had some botched coverage that turned into no coverage.
Davis dishes to LeBron. And no good that time. The Rockets go the other way with it. Westbrook double team. Kicks it to Gordon. From downtown, Anthony Davis with the rebound. And it's Davis with the ball for the Lakers. They lead by 1. And James gets it to go.
You know, so far he's been dominant this period, making the most of his opportunities.
Outside Westbrook. Pass to Harden. Here's Tucker. Covington trying to break free. Excellent D that time there from McGee. And James gets it to go on the assist by Bradley. Bradley's got 4 assists now tonight. Now a timeout called by Houston.
Yeah, things not going their way, and he wants to just try to talk this one over.
And you know what, guys? If for nothing else, just to slow things down a little bit, change it up somewhat.
Danny Green, he's checked in for Los Angeles. And let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Well, during that break, Mike D'Antoni talked to his team. He got on his guys about allowing too many paint points. He said, hey, we've got to be scrappier. We've got to be quicker to help, quicker to collapse the lane. You guys know what to do. Now you got to give me the effort. I want to see some nasty. Kevin?
Man, it's close, but, you know, didn't get on balance quick enough.
Yeah, and as quick as players are at this level, in this day and age, I mean, you've got to be perfect in your anticipation to draw the charge.
McGee with the block.
Yeah, if you had to pick the top priority for McGee, I think that's it. Contest shots, block shots, get in the air, use that length to deny shots at the rim.
Yeah, easy call.
Yeah, you can hear the smack all the way over here where we are.
No good on the free throw. Daniel House is checked in for Eric Gordon. Good on the second free throw.
Amongst the many things that I appreciate most about LeBron James, and there are a lot, his leadership. I mean, everybody else just kind of naturally falls into place behind him because he's such a good example and a positive leader.
Harden, the teardrop falls in.
How good is that? Harden commanding the ball in these moments, loves stepping up at crucial times.
And Davis now top of the key. He dishes it to James. Another shot, and it's Davis laying it in. Davis has got the lead up to 6 now for the Lakers.
You know, it's not only his size and strength and athleticism, but Davis's timing is so special. That's why he boards it so well.
Fast break, the Lakers. And Bradley gets it to go. Bradley's got 10 points in just the second half.
And that couldn't have gone better for them right there. Forget about playing it safe. They're looking to finish this thing off in style.
Los Angeles leading by 8. And he's going up for the alley-oop. And the slam dunk by McGee.
And this kind of athleticism at the center position, pretty remarkable. I mean, McGee letting it all hang out there.
Houston now, time running out. The 3 from Harden. It's hauled in by Los Angeles. James right side. Floats it up for Davis. Hammers the alley-oop through.
Boy, there's not a better target in all of the NBA than Davis for the alley-oop.
Rockets shooting 48% from the field. Not bad at all. Harden against Green. Harden, no good.
I not sure if he just ran out of gas or what. He's been awful ever since the second half started. Not even been a factor.
The defense ready for him on that possession. They had to be, because he is so strong in the paint.
No question as to which team gave the better effort tonight. A dominant performance and an outstanding win for Los Angeles.
This was a physical game.
Yeah, I mean, they were aware of the rotations defensively and were able to attack the rim.
And you know, when you look at the huge impact he had, just a monster game for LeBron.
Just an outpouring of points from him. Nobody could do much to keep him from dropping it in.
And now a moment to present the New Balance Player of the Game, Anthony Davis.
And in terms of his shooting, this has been one of the more accurate performances you'll ever see. I mean, he's been in constant motion, creating a lot of good looks for himself. But still, even when you're wide open, you expect to miss some of the time. That has not been the case here tonight. This guy has made everything.
Well, to come in here facing a hostile crowd and have a game like he's had, that's what separates the good players from the great players. Houston moving the ball around. Here's Cephalosha. Good, nice job down low.
You have to love the unselfishness on display there. Excellent passing.
J.R. Smith on the wing. His three-pointers off the mark. Maybe at this point, not much of a chance for a comeback.
Yeah, you got a better chance of walking through a lion's den with pork chop underwear on.
Rivers kicks to Cephalosha. The pass to McLemore. And too much time in the lane. They get called for the 3-second violation. And here's Smith. Lets it go from deep. No good there. And so it's the Lakers taking care of business here. This was a very strong showing for him, Greg. Not necessarily a runaway win, but one. All right, David, thank you. And that'll do it, folks. For David Aldridge, Greg Anthony, and Clark Kellogg, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for being with us. We'll see you next time. Have a great evening.